Hello and welcome back to Money Never Sleeps. My name is Bob Cruces from M&A Wealth. If you'd like more information about what you hear during the show, give us a call at 866-973-3627 or visit us online at mnawealth.com. And while at my website, click on the page to check out past shows and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. During today's show, we're going to take a deep dive into annuities and highlight both their pros and cons and the fact that while they might be an ideal fit for some financial strategies, for others, they're likely not the right move. The article first addresses longevity risk and fear. Let's begin today with a discussion about annuity basics. A Kiplinger article, Annuities, What They Are and How They Work, has some useful info for us. Annuities are talked about a lot, but many people aren't totally sure what they are or how they work. So here's a simple way to think about it. An annuity is kind of like your own personal version of Social Security. With Social Security, you pay into the system during your working years and get income later. An annuity works similarly, except instead of Uncle Sam, you're working with an insurance company. You can either pay in all at once or over time, and down the road, usually in retirement, the annuity pays you back in regular installments. That income can last a set number of years or even the rest of your life. Some people buy annuities directly, while others might have access to them through their workplace, especially if they're using a retirement plan like a 401k. The key thing to know? Annuities aren't one size fits all. There are a bunch of different types out there, but for people who are looking for income protection or a more conservative way to grow their savings, annuities can offer a degree of security and predictability as part of a broader retirement strategy. Let's walk through how annuities work in real life. At its core, an annuity is a contract with an insurance company that's designed to turn your savings into a steady stream of income, usually during retirement. The idea is to help make sure you don't outlive your money. You pay into it either all at once or over time, and in return, the insurance company pays you back on a regular schedule. Annuities aren't usually a fit for people in their early working years or for people who might need quick access to their cash. That's because annuities are long-term tools. The money you put in typically isn't liquid, and taking it out early could trigger penalties or fees. There are options like multi-year guaranteed annuities, or MYGAs, which work a lot like CDS, but are offered by insurance companies. Terms are often 3, 5, or 7 years, so they're shorter commitments compared to some other annuity types. An annuity contract usually involves 3 parties: the insurance company, the annuitant, that's the person funding the contract, and a beneficiary who will receive the payout if something happens to the annuitant. The annuitant is also the one responsible for any taxes once the contract pays out. In terms of funding, you can either make a single lump sum payment or go with a premium payment plan that could be flexible, where you decide how much and when to pay within limits, or scheduled, where the amounts and timing are clearly defined. Most annuities also come with a free look period, usually 10 to 30 days, depending on your state, which gives you a chance to change your mind and walk away with your initial payment or the contract's value. One of the key things to understand is that with annuities, you're giving up some control. That money is committed to the contract until it matures, so it's really about knowing what you want your retirement income to look like and how it fits into your bigger strategy. Let's next consider the phases on an annuity. First, there's the accumulation phase. This is the period when you're putting money into the annuity either all at once or over time. During this phase, your investment grows tax-deferred, which means you won't pay taxes on any gains until you start taking the money out. Then comes the annuitization phase. This is when the payouts begin. Depending on your contract, that income could last for a set number of years or even the rest of your life. Most annuities also include what's called a surrender period, or a window of time when you can't freely access the money without a fee. A lot of insurance companies do allow you to withdraw up to 10% of your account value each year without penalty. But going beyond that, even after the surrender period ends, you could still see fees or tax consequences depending on the timing. Like with any long-term tool, it's important to know how the moving parts work. The goal isn't just growth, it's making sure the structure fits with your overall plan and your timeline for needing the income. Let's break down some of the different types of annuities and how they actually work. First, annuities come with 2 general options, immediate and deferred, and the difference is all about timing. With an immediate annuity, you start getting payments right away, usually within a year. These are often used by people who receive a large sum of money all at once, maybe from a settlement, an inheritance, or even a lottery win, and want to turn that into steady income over time. Payments can come monthly, quarterly, or on whatever schedule the contract allows. Deferred annuities, on the other hand, are built for long-term growth. You put money in and it grows tax-deferred until you're ready to turn on the income, which could be a few years down the road or even decades. You choose the start date based on your retirement goals. From there, you've got different styles of annuities depending on how you want your money to grow and how much risk you're comfortable with. Fixed annuities come with a guaranteed interest rate, so they're steady and predictable and may be ideal for people who want low risk and consistent growth. While they're technically deferred annuities, the timing of payouts is flexible, and you choose when to begin receiving income. Variable annuities offer more investment options, and the value of your payments depends on how those investments perform. There's more potential upside, but also more risk. The trade-off is flexibility and market exposure versus predictability. Then there are indexed annuities, which tie your growth to a market index like the S&P 500, but with a level of downside protection. They're kind of the middle ground between fixed and variable. If you have any questions about your retirement magic number, your retirement strategy, or any other parts of your financial strategy, visit my website at mnawealth.com or call my office at 8669733627 to discuss how my team might be able to answer your questions and address your concerns. It's our goal to help you prepare for the retirement you've worked so hard for.
Disclosure: all matters discussed during the show are for informational purposes only. Opinions expressed are solely those of M&A Wealth and staff. All topics covered are believed to be from reliable sources. However, M&A Wealth makes no representations as to its accuracy or completeness. This commercial shall in no way be construed as a solicitation to sell securities or advisory services to residents where permitted. Topics should be discussed with your individual advisor prior to implementation. Advisory services offered through M&A Wealth, a registered investment advisor in the state of Texas. Insurance products and services are offered through PNC Life Insurance Agency, an affiliated company. M&A Wealth and PNC Life Insurance Agency are not affiliated with or endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any government agency.